Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. Jermall Charlo sheds a lot of rust, I guess. Wins a 10-round unanimous decision, very wide, over JOSE Benavidez Jr. What can I say about this one? Well, I mean, Benavidez he looked a weight division smaller, and bearing in mind that Charlo came in 3.5 pounds overweight, and this wasn't even at the 160 limit. I think Charlo ended up weighing about 166.5 or something. He looked a division bigger than Benavidez Jr. But he hasn't fought for 2.5 years. Why the hell he's still got that WBC middleweight title, I do not know. At the very least, he should be made a champion in recess. I thought the interim belts were what that was for. But somehow, he is still the WBC middleweight champ. And Benavidez came in with, 28 wins, 2 defeats, 1 draw. He lost to Danny Garcia back in 2022, 2 fights previous to this. He got stopped in 12 by Terence Crawford. No shame in that, of course. I mean, going 12 with Terence Crawford, it's not bad. Not bad if you can make it to the last round, I suppose. But he's always been he is kind of a gatekeeper type. He's 31 now. And he actually, the first round, there was a little incident at the end of the first round which sums up this whole fight. Excuse me. And that is when Benavidez tore after Charlo, got him on the ropes, was letting his hands go, looking very, very confident, very eager, like a man on a mission. And then he got clipped by Charlo. And he was kind of shaken and staggered backwards, and Charlo sort of jumped on him, couldn't finish him. But that's the impression I got, that you had one guy, Benavidez, these were the early rounds, Benavidez, who really wanted it, who was desperately wanted it, and Charlo, who was clearly the more talented, clearly the bigger, clearly the harder hitter. And you were sort of questioning, does he want it? Because he looked almost disinterested. I think really he was just finding his rhythm with the benefit of hindsight. It was more a case of him sort of shedding some rust, which he did. And once he found his rhythm after 3 or 4 rounds, he was very much in charge. He's just a more talented fighter than Benavidez. And Benavidez isn't bad, but he's a sort of fringe world level guy. But Charlo, the talent does sort of ooze out of him. You can tell the way he lets his hands go. And this wasn't Charlo at his best, not by a long shot, but he fires some really nice combinations. His timing is in patches in this fight. His timing wasn't bad, but he knows which punches to fire when. He sort of outthinks the opponent as well as outfighting him when he needs to. And there were times when Benavidez, I think of certainly 3 rounds, 2 of the early ones and 1 late on, maybe the 9th, where Benavidez really came out throwing punches, looking to try and impose his will. He just couldn't do it because Charlo was just a step and perhaps a thought ahead of him. So this was a nice little rust cheddar against a smaller guy. I think I'm right saying Benavidez has been down at he's been close to welterweight, hasn't he? If you go back, certainly he's been down at super welterweight. And yeah, Charlo now. He was talking about he was thanking people like the WBC after the fight and for looking after him, and Al Heyman and all the rest of it. And if he's faced his demons out of the ring, I'm not slagging the man off for that. He's 33 now, and he said that's time I've lost that I won't get back. But at 33, he's got something left. There ain't a lot of miles on the clock. He's now 33 wins. No draws, no defeats, so he's still undefeated. He's still very marketable. 22 of those 33 wins are by stoppage. So this was a good little run around to easing his way back into it. And I don't know whether he can make 160 again. Maybe at a push, but 168? Yeah, maybe he's between weights. I don't know. Maybe another 10-rounder before he defends his title. They're not going to take the title off him, are they? Evidently not, but yeah, I thought he looked all right. I think considering he's had 2.5 years out and considering what he's been through, his mental health and so on, yeah, okay, he looked all right after 10 rounds. Give the man some credit. Been through a lot. So yeah, what did you think? It was on the undercard of Boo Boo versus Benavidez, David Benavidez. Tell me what you think about Charlo. Where's he going, if anywhere? I'm amazed he's still got that WBC belt, but maybe you think it's okay. Tell me who you want to see him in with next. What division do you want to see him in? Stay at middleweight or move up to super middleweight? And yeah, let me know what you think. I always like reading your comments, so leave them below. Thank you for your time. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button and spread the word about Joe Stunner Boxing. Thanks a lot. Catch you later. Bye for now.